This is Miss Alexander's iMovie tutorial. In this video, I will show you how to create a new iMovie, import images, add narration, add title and credit slides, add text to slides, and preview the video. During the weather project, feel free to view this tutorial as needed. It may be helpful to play and pause the video as you work on your iMovie. First, we need to open iMovie. Once iMovie is open, we need to start a new project for this assignment. Look for the large plus sign and the word create in the upper left corner. Once we've clicked create, we will have the option to create a new movie or trailer. For this project, we need to create a new movie. Once you've selected movie, a new screen will appear that shows you all of the themes that iMovie has. Feel free to scroll through these themes and pick whichever one you think best fits your city and your video. I'm going to select the travel theme. Once I've selected the travel theme, I'm going to make sure it's highlighted in blue and select the create option in the bottom right hand corner. Clicking create prompts me to name my iMovie. I'm going to name my iMovie Miss Alexander and my selected city, which is Louisville. Now I'm going to select OK. Selecting OK actually allows iMovie to create my new project. My new video is shown here in iMovie with all the other movies that I have created. The next step in creating a new iMovie is to add images to use in the video. As you are researching your selected city, you should have created a folder on the desktop named for your city. Mine is called Louisville Pics. To add these images to iMovie, click on the File tab in the upper left-hand corner. Then select Import Media. A new screen will appear with all the folders and files on your computer. We need to find the desktop option on the left-hand side, and now we can see all the folders and files that we have saved on the desktop. My images are saved in the Louisville Pics folder, so I'm going to double-click the Louisville Pics. Now all the images that I have saved in this folder are shown by name. Because I've been saving images throughout my research process, and I know that all these images need to be used in my iMovie, I'm going to just select the Import All option in the bottom right-hand corner. Selecting Import All will add all of my images into iMovie. My images will be organized by the date. I can get to them by clicking the arrows to expand each date. Now iMovie has all of my images for my video. Our next step is to place the images in the project bar so that they will play in the correct order in our iMovie. The project bar is this area in the bottom part of the screen, where there are small squares. Once we start placing images in the project bar, we can see what order our video will play in. To start adding images to the project bar, we first need to decide which image we want to appear first. I want my snowman picture to be the first image shown in my movie. So I'm going to click on the image so that a yellow square appears around my picture. I'm then going to click and drag my image to the project bar below and release the image. Once I've let the image go, a title box will also appear above my image in the project bar. The title box will be purple. To edit the title for my movie, I can double click on the purple title box so that in my preview window on the right, the title is highlighted in blue. I can then delete and add my new title. And then to make sure it's set, I just need to click back on the image in the project bar. Now in the preview window, I can see that my title has been changed on the image. Once we are satisfied with the title of our iMovie, we need to continue clicking and dragging our images into the project bar for our movie. Once we have finished adding all of the images, we need to add a credit slide at the end of our iMovie. To do this, we need to select the title option from the left side of the screen near the bottom. Once you click on titles, a small window will open where your images were previously shown. This will show all the different titles that you can add to your iMovie. If you selected a theme that already includes an opening or ending slide, it will show at the top where it says current theme, travel, or whatever your theme is, and the opening, middle, and ending slides that are already provided. For my iMovie, I'm just going to use the provided ending slide. To use this slide, I'm going to click on the slide so that it's highlighted in yellow. Then I'm going to click and drag the slide to the end of my iMovie into the project bar. Once I release the ending slide in the project bar, in my preview window, I will see what the slide will look like. Right now, it just says ending title. I want to change this to say created by and my name. I will type that in and then click anywhere else on the slide to let it set and save. Now that our iMovie has images, a title slide, and a credit slide, we need to add narration for our video. The first step for including narration in your iMovie is to locate the microphone on your computer. You want to make sure that you are seated directly in front of the microphone so that when you record your narrations, your voice is picked up by their microphone so that everyone can hear you once they play your iMovie back. Now we need to add the narration toolbar to our iMovie screen. To do this, we're going to select the Window tab at the top of the screen. Then we're going to scroll down to the Record Voiceover option and select it. Selecting the voiceover option will add a new small toolbar in the preview window of your iMovie screen. This toolbar has 3 buttons: an X to close the toolbar, a microphone to start and stop recording, and a voiceover options button. The voiceover options button will allow you to select which microphone you're using to record your narration and the volume of your narrations. It also has the option to mute project. Selecting mute project will allow the project to be muted in the background while you record your narrations. This is helpful if you are adding music to your iMovie and don't want to record the sound of the music twice during your narrations. Now, to actually record voiceover narrations in my iMovie, I need to start by making sure that my yellow cursor is placed at the beginning of my iMovie, or wherever I wish to start recording. Then, I'm going to select the Start Narration Microphone button in the Preview Window toolbar to actually start my recording. When I'm finished recording, I will hit the Start Recording button again to stop the microphone from picking up my voice. I will record a sample narration so that you can see what it looks like on the screen while you're doing a narration. This is Miss Alexander's sample narration for an iMovie. The narrations will appear in a green wavelength box under your images in the iMovie project bar. The final element that we need to add to our iMovies will be captions. Not every image will need a caption, but captions will help your viewer understand what your images are showing. To add captions, we want to start by selecting the image that we want to caption. I'm going to select this image with the 4 landscape pictures. I want to double click on the image so that it's highlighted in a yellow bar around the edges. Now I want to make sure that on the left side near the bottom, the titles option is still highlighted from earlier. Now I need to select the title or caption that I want to use for this image. I just want to select one that will show up in the bottom corner of the image so as not to cover up the actual image. I'm going to select the caption that I want to use and make sure it's highlighted in yellow. Then I'm going to click and drag the title or caption to the project bar at the bottom of the iMovie screen. I want to make sure that my caption is over the image that I actually want the caption to show up on. Once I have it in place, I want to release the caption box so that it's above the image. Now in my preview window, I can see the caption that I just added on top of the image. I need to edit the text so that the caption actually says what I need it to say. For this image, I'm just going to type the 4 seasons in Kentucky. To make the caption actually stick to the picture, I just need to click anywhere else on the image in the preview window. Now my caption is set on my image. You can add captions to as many pictures as you would like in your iMovie. The point is just to help your viewer understand what your images are really showing. Now that our iMovie has images, title and credit slides, narrations, and captions, it can be helpful to go back and preview your iMovie. Previewing your iMovie will allow you to see what elements need to be edited. To preview my iMovie, I need to make sure that my yellow cursor is placed at the very beginning of the iMovie in the project bar. Next, I want to hover my mouse in the preview window over the image. As I hover, a new toolbar will appear. This toolbar will allow me to rewind, fast forward, and play or pause my iMovie. When I click the play triangle in the middle, my iMovie preview will begin. It will go through the iMovie to allow me to see exactly what it looks like to a viewer. At the end of your preview, you can go back and edit your video as you need to. This tutorial has highlighted the major elements that you need to include in your iMovie for the weather project. If you run into issues throughout the creation process, ask your team members or feel free to ask Ms. Alexander for any help that you may need.